What is up, guys? My name is Ted, and I've got a game for you on Jungle today. We got a couple things to talk about in this commentary today. Well, the thing I'll start with, I guess, is what I'm gonna start doing with each video now is I'm gonna try to use at least a different weapon in every single video, and I've got a few videos with the FAMAS right now, so I'm gonna have to get rid of those first. But starting now, I'm gonna start using a different gun in each video. And each time I'm going to name the commentary, whatever the gun I'm using. So for this one, it'd be the FAMAS. And I'm going to call this one Weapon of the Day is going to be the FAMAS. And since I post a video every single day, hopefully I'll be able to get a different gun up every single day. I'll probably start with the assault rifles because they're the easiest. And then I'm going to work my way to the submachine guns, shotguns, light machine guns. And whether I'll do sniper rifles or not is dependable. Because I don't think I can get a 100+ game with a sniper rifle. I don't think very many people could. So this one's going to be I'm using the Glio right now, but it's just because I picked it up. The gun I use in the majority of this video is the FAMAS. And the gun sets on the FAMAS, I don't know if anyone really knows what the stats mean, but I'll try to give you a pretty easy explanation for this. Every person spawns in with 100 health, and each bullet of each gun does a certain number of health over a certain period of range. The FAMAS does 35 damage, making it a 3-bullet kill at close range, which for the FAMAS is up to looks like about 40 meters, is when the FAMAS will be a 3-bullet kill, or a 2-bullet to the headshot. At long range, which is about 50 to 60 meters, it will do 25 damage per hit, which will make it a 4-hit headshot, or excuse me, a 4-hit body shot, or a 3-hit headshot. Contrary to popular belief, the legs and the chest give the same damage. I hear a lot of people saying that guns kill really slowly if you hit people in the legs. That's actually not true at all. The legs, the chest, even the upper chest do the exact same multiplier. The only thing that differentiates the damage is the head. The head will give a 1.4 multiplier for damage. And as far as the recoil on this gun goes, it always shoots to the upper right. At least for the most part, about 8 times out of 10 it'll shoot to the upper right. The center spread is 1600. What the center spread is how quickly the gun will shoot back to the middle of your screen after firing or in between shots. So say, for example, when you're burst firing, you can burst fire pretty quickly and the gun will return to its center very, very quickly. 1600 is pretty high. That's actually really, really good for an assault rifle. I think it's one of the best center spreads of any assault rifle. And you can actually increase that by adding a thermal scope. If you had the infrared scope. If you had the infrared scope, it goes up to 1800, which is even better. The personal attachment for this gun that I like to use is the dual mag. This cuts both your reloads by quite a bit. The first reload is obviously the best. The first reload will be about half the time, and even your average reload, your normal reload, will even be a little bit faster at about 2.3 seconds instead of 2.5 seconds. The normal reload on these guns is 2.5 seconds if you don't have any changing to that, like if you don't have dual mags or if you don't have sleight of hand. With sleight of hand, it'll reload in 1.25 seconds, and with dual mags and sleight of hand, the first reload will reload in 0.85 seconds, which is really, really fast. I mean, that's ridiculously fast. Let's see, the fire time is very quick. It's 0.064 seconds, which makes it shoot 937.5 rounds per minute. It's basically like the submachine gun of assault rifles is the way I like to put it. It's got a faster fire rate than a lot of the submachine guns, but the only way the submachine guns beat it out is if they have rapid fire. A rapid fire submachine gun will dominate the FAMAS in a close quarter combat. However, if it's just a normal submachine gun without rapid fire, like the 74U or the MP5K, even in close quarter combat, it'd be a pretty safe fight, 1 versus 1. Depends who has more gun skill, in my opinion. The FAMAS has a 95% run speed, which is the same as all assault rifles, which means that they're a little bit slower than the submachine guns, meaning the submachine guns will run about 5% faster. However, the submachine guns really lack range in their bullets, and it makes the damage is a lot lower. But that's going to come later on in different videos. The FAMAS aims down sight in 0.25 seconds, which is pretty normal for most assault rifles. I'd say just about I think almost every single assault rifle aims down sight in 0.25 seconds. In the previous Call of Duty, it was 0.2 seconds, but they had to change that, I guess, because now that's the same as the submachine guns now. Its raise time is 0.7 seconds, and its drop time is 0.75 seconds. What that means is, say, the raise is like if you bring forward your weapon, takes 0.4 seconds, and the drop is when you trade it for a different gun. That'll take 0.75 seconds. Let's see. That's really about all there is for the FAMAS. The center or the spread of the bullets is very similar to every single assault rifle. If you're standing up, the spread is 3 to 7, which means that it's a pretty decent spread. Not as big as light machine guns or an akimbo, but it's about an average spread. If you're crouched, your spread's a little bit lower at 2.5 to 6. This is just the general area of how big the spread can be. If you're moving, it's going to be a 6 spread. If you're just crouched and not moving, it's going to be 2.5 spread. And a 2.5 is a really good spread. That's about a submachine gun at movement speed. And if you're prone with the FAMAS, you're going to have a 2 to a 5 spread. 5 is if you're crawling, then your spread's going to be a little bit bigger. But if you're prone and you're not moving, then your spread's really tiny. It's about a submachine gun with steady aim. It'll be about the same spread. Moving on. I think that's really about it as far as the assault, or as far as the FAMAS goes. The attachments for it are the extended mags, which will give it a 45 bullet magazine instead of its usual 30 bullet magazine. That's pretty helpful, but if you have sleight of hand, I'd rather use dual mags to get the extra ammo. And I really do prefer dual mags as pretty much the primary attachment for every gun, at least if it has it. Some submachine guns don't have it. You can use the suppressor on it. What the suppressor will do is it won't decrease the damage, it'll decrease the range at which the damage falls. So instead of having that 3 bullet kill for 40 meters, you're only going to have that 3 bullet kill for about 20 meters. And then it moves to a 4 bullet kill. And that's big enough. It's a pretty big loss, but honestly, showing up on radar, or not showing up on radar, is a really big advantage, especially if the enemy team is pretty good. I know silencers fool me a lot, because you can't hear them very well. And, I mean, you can still hear them, but just not very well. And not showing up on radar fools me a lot of the time. And those are normally people that I have the most trouble with, is people that use suppressed weapons, especially in combination with Ghost. Those are really, that's a pretty powerful combination if the enemy team doesn't have Blackbirds up. The final 2 attachments are, well, these are just 2 that actually change something. Is the thermal or infrared scope. And like I said, that decreases your center spread. And the ACOG scope decreases it a little bit, but not nearly as much. And that's all pretty important stuff, but center spread is one of the most important things of a gun. But I wouldn't suggest putting on an infrared scope or an ACOG scope just to decrease your center spread, because the aim down sight with an infrared scope, A, it takes longer, and B, it's a very intrusive sight. Like, you can't get close range kills with that at all unless you have steady aim on and you hip fire. What to talk about? Today I stayed home from school because I was sick, and I actually got on YouTube and found some channel backgrounds, and I found a really nice one. You can go ahead and check out my channel to look at the background. It's basically a template for just a Call of Duty Black Ops background, but I really liked it. I thought it was good. It was better than what I had before, which is the default YouTube template, and I'm pretty happy that it was free. I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely better than the default thing. As far as my subscriber requests go, I had a lot of subscribers ask me to do kill streakless gameplays and such, like kill streakless 130 plus games. And I was thinking about like there's 2 things that I look for in a game, like make me have fun in this game, and one of them's kill streaks and the other one's my kill death ratio, and obviously playing with friends and such. But I mean, if I don't use kill streaks, then I can't exactly have fun, because I won't be getting those massive score games, which is what is basically the redeeming quality for me to make the game a lot of fun. Also, I always play with full teams, and people get mad if we don't have air support and like Blackbird and such, because you can't create a spawn trap nearly as well without that stuff, and it aggravates my entire team, not just me, if one person doesn't have all the stuff, because I'm normally the best player on the team. I'll still try for those kill streak stuff I normally wait till a 3rd round to release any kill streaks anyways, like my gunships or whatever. But if I find that I'm probably going to break 100 plus without the use of any gunships, and we're holding it down pretty well in a spawn, then I might decide not to use any of that stuff. But as far as it stands right now, I'm probably going to keep using the gunship and the dogs and such, just because I like pumping out these 100, 150, 200 plus games for y'all. And that's honestly, like, people always say, you know, only play Xbox if you're having fun. Well, I do actually have a blast in Xbox. Like, I don't ever not do good. But if I don't use kill streaks, I'm not going to get 100 plus games nearly as often. And 100 plus games is pretty average for me with kill streaks. That's why, and it's a lot of fun. That's what keeps the game interesting for me. And that mixed with the fact that I really do care about my KDR. I feel that KDR shows how good of a player the majority of people are. You'll very rarely see a strong player have a 1 or a 1.5 kill death ratio, even lower than that sometimes. And if you someone that has like a 3.5 KDR, you can tell that they're a pretty decent player. That generally they know what they're doing inside of this game, and you can trust them. And when I get full lobbies together, I like for people to know that they've got good players on their team, even if they're not the best players. So I want to withhold my 3.4 kill death ratio. I'm really not sure what else to talk about in this commentary. I went over the gun. We can talk about jungle a little bit. This map is not easy to spawn trap on at all. The only way that I can do it well with the teams that I play with, and keep in mind we don't have exact all-stars on my team with me. We normally just get the basics of a spawn trap going, but nothing like, you know, aim down sight and watch them spawn. That's only with the friends that I have. They're like 2nd in the world, 3rd in the world in demo. And I do have a few of those too. I've gotten full teams with that before. And I normally end up not getting very many kills, but I also never get a death. So, but jungle, since it's being such a big map, there are a lot of spawns. It's not going to be like Nuketown or Firing Range where you can pretty much guard 2 or 3 spawns with just one aim down sight. Lines of sight in this map are all over the place. So you can't get more than 2 spawns in one line of sight, and a lot of the spawns are just erratic. Like in the middle of, I don't know, there's a puddle. There's like a big, I don't know how to explain it. There's like a puddle, and there's just a spawn there. Like, I don't know why there's a spawn in the middle of a puddle, but that's one of the spawn locations. And there's about 7 or 8 spawns on this side. I'd count them, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. And there's only 6 people on your team, and we're not the best players anyways. You generally can't get a full spawn trap going. We just try to build a perimeter around them. But a map like a Firing Range or Nuketown, if you could play Nuketown on demo anymore, but you can't unless it's the double XP weekend. Those maps are just, you know, aim and fire, aim and fire. You just wait for them to spawn in front of you. And I've got videos like that on my channel if you want to check it out, of how to do a full spawn trap. Nuketown spawn trap is just, oh, it's total madness. And you can see that on my video. I've got a few videos on my channel of like 230 kill games where I just aim down sight, they spawn, I shoot. I mean, it's kind of cheap, but they have to let themselves get in that position in the first place, so I'm not going to complain. Yeah, this is the best side. Defense, we got lucky because you always get defense twice in a game if you have the most kills. The team with the most kills gets defense in overtime, and our team always has defense in overtime because we always have the most kills. And this is the best side. The other side, they spawn in the swamp if you plant the A-bomb, and that was a huge fail. I drop shot, and somehow I get stuck on, I don't even know what I got stuck on, but I couldn't look up. I was staring right at the ground. It wouldn't let me look up at all. And then showing off true accuracy here. No, but I picked up this gun, and I actually started using this gun after this. I didn't really use the AK-47 too much because I didn't like it very much, but with this reflex sight on it, it's really nice, and I like that reticle there. As you see, I get direct impact RPG'd, and that's the only thing that can kill me when I have flat jacket on, which kind of sucks, but whatever. That guy was running around with his RPG in the entire game. I think it's kind of funny to me how people that do bad in games, I think their first instinct is to like use the most powerful thing they have, and so a lot of people, they'll just bring out their RPGs because I mean, what's more powerful than a rocket launcher, right? So people like bring out their RPGs and try to like fire those around, and they really don't do anything because my entire team uses flat jacket, and then you'll have that one guy that'll get a direct impact on you. That's aggravating. That was my 5th death, I think, in this game. But oh yeah, I'll go ahead and talk about the final score. The final score in this game was 175 kills and only 5 deaths. So I thought that was really good. It's probably one of my best kill death ratio games as far as getting that many deaths. I felt like I managed the spawn really well in this game. From this point, I can look at 3 spawns, which gets a little too much sometimes. But it was a lot of fun, and I do an epic jump knife last stand guy in here. I guess I ruined it for you already, but it's a pretty epic kill. You'll see it in a bit. And that just about wraps up the game, guys. Final score, like I said, was 175 kills and 5 deaths. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more gameplay like this, then just come to my channel. So click the subscribe button. I post a video every single day. And yeah, they're all just about this good. Commentaries are also go on every single video, and it's all HD, so you never find a bad quality video on my channel. If you liked the video, please click the like button. If you didn't like it, click the dislike button. I want to know everyone's feedback on these videos. And there it is. Shabam. Shaboyan. As Blade would say. Sit down. Um, anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.